Hi, Heather. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? Some Kira's squeaky drives me nuts. I decided to just pop on since I'm here and I'm sort of ready. How are you? We're going to be making probably, well, we are going to be making Mother's Day cards. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Um, three different ways with three different, well, actually five different stamp sets, I think. And two are kind of formal, and the last one is just going to be fun. And a new technique. Well, sort of a new technique. Anyway, so we'll give it a couple minutes. Hi, Nick. How are you doing? Oh, I didn't use them yet. So, nope, I didn't use those yet. I have them here to use. Everybody's using all this new stuff already, and I kind of have been holding off. Well, first, I haven't had much time, but we're going to use one new stamp set tonight. And I'm excited because it's a fun one. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're doing good. I'm just waiting because it's early. I signed on early. Give it a few minutes and see if we get a few more people. Well, I appreciate you being here, you too. Yes, actually, I did too, Heather, my second order, and it's only because I had some, maybe, I think I did it yesterday, actually. I think I, only because I had some title benefit things or something. So I got some of the things that weren't available the first time, plus I had to get a few colors of cardstock. And now I'm waiting. I'm going to wait until, I don't know, probably late May, something like that. And then I'm just going to try and get one or two more things there then that I really, really, really want. I don't know. That's going to be hard because my list is long. uh, we'll look forward to the, what do you call it, haul video, Heather. I know. That's true, Nick. We all do that. Or, well, in our case, though, right now, it's like, you're not allowed to order everything you might want. It wasn't on the pre-order form. So, anyway, that's just how it is. So, we have a couple more people. Oh, we went up to 5, and now we're back down to 4. Come back wherever you are. I want the bark folder too. No, the bark folder is not available yet. They told us that when we did our pre-order that was delayed in shipping. So I definitely want that. And actually, there's a couple other really nice embossing folders in the catalog that I want too. And people are starting to get their catalogs, although I have not officially gotten mine yet, other than the one from On Tour. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but ours has to come across the ocean. So it's not here yet. Yeah. So anyway, they usually post in the weekly updates when things have become available. Hi, Paige. Thank you, Nick, for sharing. I appreciate that. I didn't actually post in Facebook today about going live. I figure people should know by now I'm live on Wednesdays, but I should be doing that. Anyway, we're going to make the first two cards. We're going to use things out of the annual, some of which is retiring, out of the mini catalog. And then the third one, we're going to use a combination of things out of the brand new catalog and also the annual, an item that's carrying over. So I guess we will just get started. Yes, and July will be the pre-order for the mini then, so that works out good. Alrighty, let's get busy here. this is the first one. So I had to try and remember what I did because I've been working on and off on this stuff since this morning. Oh, I have to enable, you know that. Besides, Paige, one of the things I'm going to use is already on your list. So anyway, so I'm using Petal Pink and I'm using the Peony Garden. I did use Soft Succulent here. And although this is stamped or colored in mostly in Petal Pink, I actually did highlight certain areas with Pale Papaya Dark Stampin' Blends. Oh, I have a couple announcements first. What am I doing? Oh, yay. I am so bad. Hang on a minute. Couple announcements. What the heck did I do with that stuff? Oh, yay. Bear with me, please. See, this is what I get for signing on early. Oh, my word. Hang on. Has to be here somewhere, like right in front of my nose, and I'm not seeing it. Well, I sort of remember what one of them was. Okay, my paper pumpkin's supposed to come tomorrow. Thank you, Paige. Oh, yeah, I've had this set. I used it a long time ago, and then it's been sitting on the shelf. So I will probably be doing an unboxing late tomorrow, which is Thursday, because I'm not going to be home a good part of the morning anyway, and I won't even get it till probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll just do an unboxing and make as intended. And you have until May 10th to sign up for the next one, which is Batter Up, okay? But the bigger announcement I wanted to tell you about, and I don't know what I did with the paper, is starting May with the new catalog, May 4th through the 31st. The sign-on to be a demonstrator is they're adding in the U.S. This is U.S. dollars. The sign-on is going to be, I think it's $30 more. This is why I need the paper. 1 second. So instead of like $125, it's $155. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check because I don't want to tell you wrong and then get in trouble and have everybody mad at me. So just stare at the pretty card for a minute. Here we go. I found it. I put it back on the printer tray. Silly me. Okay. Alrighty. The 4th of May through the 31st of May, $155 US for only $99. So you get an extra $30 worth of merchandise if you sign up in your starter kit for $99. Plus you get free business supplies, a past paper pumpkin kit, free shipping, and it's only good for 4 May through 31 May. So if you're interested in joining my team and you're in the US, I'd love to have you join our small little team. And it's a great time to do that and get some things out of the new catalog, right? And then if you stay on, you'll be able to do the pre-order for the next mini catalog too. So yay. Okay, so this is prized Peony. So let me get stuff we have to stamp. And we're going to stamp on Soft Succulent, and we're going to stamp on white, which I'm still using Whisper White. I did use the retiring Dainty Diamonds. I did use the retiring square layering squares. And then this is part of the Peony Garden paper that looks like this and has this on the other side. And this ribbon, I think, is continuing, actually, but don't hold me to that. This is the organdy striped ribbon in Petal Pink, which is really soft and pretty. I don't know. My ribbon tray is sort of all discombobulated. I have it organized, but I forget which direction I have stuff organized. Now, Prize Peony doesn't have a Mother's Day sentiment, so this one came out of somewhere else. It came out of Timeless Tulips. And I was going to use this tonight, but I ran out of time. So I'm using, this is carrying over. It's in the current annual. And it has a punch to go with it, which is carrying over. So I used that Happy Mother's Day in Soft Succulent on Petal Pink. Okay. So we need to start somewhere. We need to start somewhere. You're gonna have to look at a dirty mat. Who came in? Chris and Philomena. Hi, Chris. Love your flowers and butterflies there and hearts. Hi, Philomena. Welcome, welcome. Right, next. Already had that conversation, but she's welcome to join me anytime. Bad taxes. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I hear that. So you do, when you join, you really need to understand what you're getting into. And people don't talk about that kind of stuff, but I don't want anybody coming in saying, yeah, but my accountant said. So do always talk with your accounting people before you join. And my accounting people lately has been me, so I didn't talk to myself very well. Anyway, I'm going to move this. You're going to have to stare at a dirty mat because that's going to drive me nuts, slipping and sliding around. All right, so this is from the retiring, I don't know, the Peony Garden or whatever it's called, Prize Peony. Now I'm going to use some seal and put that ribbon on. You know how I usually do. Ugh. Get my fingers all sticky. But you all have to stick around for the last card because that's going to be fun. That one's going to be fun. And I'm going to have some audience participation in it. Hi, honeybees. Wait, you're going to case whose cards? I'm missing something. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and glue this down. I lost my train of thought totally. Sorry. I'm going to try and keep this positive and upbeat tonight, guys. So let's not be moaning and groaning about stuff, okay? Got to be a positive day. Oh, Paige, yeah. Well, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so now we have to stamp. Let us stamp. Let me find my stamps. Here is the Peony. And in case you haven't seen this set, this is what it looks like. And I just didn't have it in me today. I love this one here, actually, but we're using this one. I think, yeah, yes. And here's all the dies. Now, the thing is, the dies make a dimensional peony, and Paige did just do that for embellishments, I think, on the 11th, maybe. And I don't remember if that was this month or last month, but so yes, you can look at that. And I did that a long time ago. I just haven't done it tonight. And then here's the Dainty Diamond 3D embossing folder, which is retiring. Boo hiss, but it's really pretty. And it did actually come in this whole suite. So we're going to use that. But let's get the leaves. It is a red rubber stamp set. The Happy Mother's Day I used is not because it's from a different set. And I actually just used Tuxedo Black. Memento Tuxedo Black. Which I think is low inventory or possibly on back order, which is just... Oh, yeah. It was in the old catalog too, I think. The die cut one. So it is very pretty. And I'll probably use it within the next year again, maybe. It just depends on how much other stuff I get or don't get. All right, so we're going to start with Petal Pink, Light and Dark. We'll stamp these leaves in a minute. And I'm going to bring in Dark Pale Papaya. as well. So, in fact, I'm going to do it just slightly. Oh, and also, I'm going to be using Mango Melody blends, which are retiring. And don't ask us why, because we don't know. Stampin' Up! Doesn't tell us those kind of things, guys. Even sometimes they do, but not usually. Renee. Hi, Renee. Welcome. I don't think it is close to another yellow, though. That's the thing. It's so saffron is so much lighter. And Daffodil Delight is a different shade in my humble opinion. And I honestly would have rather seen one of those two go from a blends perspective. But that's just me. And we don't have a bumblebee blend. I mean, I could see if we had a bumblebee and this, but we don't. So I just used the dark and light to do the center of the flower. And now I'm going to use Pale Papaya Dark. When I first did this the first time, I did all these dark shaded areas. I did in dark petal pink. And then I actually colored it in pale petal pink, which we're going to do again. And then I went over the dark areas again with the dark pale papaya. That seems like an oxymoron. Dark pale papaya. Oh well. So be it. So I hope you're having a good week. Yesterday was like 74 Fahrenheit here. And today I went out in short sleeves to check the mail and I was like, brr. My son and I went out. We had to fix something. The bird feeder was getting ready to fall because the birds been pecking at the string and stuff. And it was cold. And anyway, earlier today it wasn't that cold. It was breezy, and I think the cold front was on its way in, but it was not cold. It is now. I was like, brr. So I actually put another top over my short sleeve top just to stay warm in the house. Anyway, too much information, I know. You can't see it, but which is good because I look a mess. I look a hot mess. Pretty normal for me. I actually did spruce up a little bit a couple days ago, but you had snow. Yeah, I heard. I have a friend in Ohio. Yeah, Rich Raspberry's going too. Honestly, I'm not as worried about that one as I am the yellow. Okay, so this is light pale pink, light petal pink. And if it doesn't blend real well doing it that way, but I think it will be fine, then we'll go back and use dark petal pink too. And I'm not using the brushy end because I need to make sure I get everywhere properly, although I may be needing to start with a new petal pink soon because I use it quite often for skin tone when I'm coloring people and stuff like that. Usually I haven't colored too many people in Stampin' Up! Stuff, which is another stamp set I haven't used at all yet, called Hey Girlfriend. That's in the mini. So I'll be using that sometime between now and June 30th because that goes away at the end of June. And probably sooner than later because I'm going to be doing a mixture, guys. I can't stop using annual, like, I'm sorry, mini catalog stuff that goes till the end of June, or while supplies last on some of them. But I do need to start using the new stuff. And next week, I'll use more of the new stuff because that is right before the launch of the live. In fact, when is the 4th? Let me see. What day is that? The 4th is a Tuesday. Do you want me to switch my live for the first week of May to Tuesday night again so I can do a live on the first day of the catalog, or would you rather me just wait and do it on Wednesday? Let me know. I don't think so, Paige, although lots of demonstrators have complained about that, as well as customers. I wish they would, because, for example, light petal pink I use more than I use dark petal pink. And yeah, now I have to buy two. But I think they were kind of getting stuck maybe with some, and that might be why they did it. I don't know. There again, they didn't tell us why they did it. It had to be a business-related decision, though. All right, I'm going to try the other end real quick, just because I think my ink is low on that end. Oh, yeah. Much better. But getting up near the edges is a little bit harder. Did I miss any other comments? Yes, I know they're getting rid of those two blends. And you know what? I have this thing that I keep all my blends in. And if I didn't have a couple extras down in the bottom, like of Petal Pink and Pool Party, which I use a lot also for backgrounds, I would have room for a couple more. But honestly, because I have them filled up, I really don't have room for any other colors without getting rid of some more. I just wish it hadn't been the Mango Melody, because I really like that one. And you might still see me use it. I might have to switch to Daffodil Delight or So Saffron, but oh well. Okay, that's pretty much it on the flower. It's a little bit darker than the other one, but it dries lighter. Okay, let's do our leaves. Leaves in Soft Succulent, new color. Also so pretty. I have grown to love this color already. And I'm just going to stamp like 3 leaves, 1 big one and 2 little ones. And then I have to die cut them because I didn't do that in advance. Sorry. I have to die cut all this stuff. So, and while I'm at it, well, we'll do that when we come back. I have to stamp the Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, it is. It's a nice soft color, and you could stamp with a darker, I didn't get that one too good. Let me bring that back and do that big one over again. You could stamp in the evergreen on the Soft Succulent, and it makes a really pretty leaf also. I think it's supposed to be like that. It is. Silly me. Oh well. If one doesn't die cut right, I have another one. 5 inches? Wow. I know. Well, you know, even here, some of our largest snowstorms have been in April. Not usually this late in April, I don't think, though. All right, so here are the dies. We're going to be using this one. And I will be using tape, much to my dismay, because this tape I don't like, but I need something to hold it in place. I don't like because it does tear my paper sometimes. And then the leaves we're using are that one and this one. My peonies are not up yet, so we might do peonies again when mine are up. But I decided to do Mother's Day cards because Mother's Day comes first, and I was going to do Father's Day cards and call it Mom and Pop Night or something, but I ran out of time. I just ran out of time, plain and simple. Now, I don't have 2 of those small dies, so I'm going to have to go back through again with that. But let me see if I can do all of these at the same time. I'll be back. There I go being Arnold again. I have no business trying to be Arnold. Because, yeah, I just don't. I don't really want to be, actually. Other than perhaps his wealth. We're missing a couple people tonight. All right, let's see if we can get this off without ripping it. I kind of don't really expect Brandy lately because she's got that craft every day and April Creta thing going on. So she's got her hands full between that and her homeschooling and stuff going on. So there's that one. Oops, and there's that one. While we're here, well, we'll do that next. We'll do the white and the let's see which one. Where'd the other one go? Here. I need the little one. I need the little one. We have to do the squares too, is what I was starting to say. Who runs a floral business? Oh, awesome, Heather. That's great. Yeah, that's, oh, okay. Cool. Congratulations. That's a big step in the right direction. My neighbor across the street used to have a little gift shop, but she shut it down a couple years ago, and then they're the ones that had the house fire like 2 years, I guess it's 2 years ago, a year and a half ago or something. It's been a while because it took a while just to get their house back up and livable again. All right, let me put these dies in here or I'll lose them. I'm just going to throw them in the case, get the case off the desk, bring up Dainty Diamonds and the layering squares, which are retiring. So I used the largest layering square for the petal pink, and might have been the second largest one for the plain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yep, second largest one for the plain. And I need a piece of Whisper White, basic white now. Let me get paper. I did pre-cut some white cardstock, but I've been using it too. Awesome, Heather. That's really good. Sounds like you're making some good progress. Okay. I need a piece of petal pink. And I have one here. Yay. I don't have to cut anything. All right. So first thing I need to do is die cut the stitched one and the not stitched one. I'll be back again. So chat amongst yourselves in a nice, happy, thought, positive way. So probably way too early to ask this, but do you guys have plans for Mother's Day? I'm sure I don't. We'll see. So since my mother passed, I really haven't been in the mood to make cards like this, but I think the last one, well, she might like all of them, but I have to think about my daughter now. So it's like, well, she's a mom, you know, and I'm sure she'd appreciate some things. So we're going to use the bottom of this piece here to do the Happy Mother's Day. Let me put these away. And I have to do one more turnaround, and that is to run the white piece through the Dainty Diamonds. I haven't done any of that in advance. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, absolutely do it while you can. Yeah. It's like, you know, my mom and I, we didn't always get along. She thought we got along better than I thought we ever got along. And she was hard on me, I'll be honest. I mean, she was like Dad was always working when we were young, and she was the hammer, you know? And she was tough on me, especially. I mean, both of us, but especially on me. I got that a little crooked, but it's going to have to do. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down. As I yap. So now I'm particularly hard on myself. Like normally I would not just let that go. Yeah, I think moms tend to be the more strict. You ordered the dog punch? Aw, yeah, I have that one. I didn't order that set that's in the current annual catalog, though, the one with the cats and dogs. I don't know. All right, now for this, we're going to put the big leaf here with a glue dot. And we're putting the glue dot on the front of it because it has to go like this. And then we're going to put these two together with a glue dot, one on the back of this one. We'll hook them together first. And then we'll put another glue dot on the top. And they're going to go over here where this other little crevice thing is. And then that is going to get popped up on dimensionals. I'm not sure I like the placement of this one, actually. Seems a little wacky. Have it go like that. A little thicker there, maybe. There we go. Okay. And I have dimensionals right here. I didn't get the hot dog set either. I just didn't. Yeah. I don't know anybody with a hot dog. So I do know people with the other types from the Pampered Pets set, but I don't know them well, so I don't know. I just wasn't. You have to draw the line somewhere sometimes, you know? I had to draw the line. All right, I need one more in the middle because I'm going to be picky that way. And then we'll take all these off and stick them on this, and then we'll put this up on dimensionals too. Which actually, the first time I think I did that first, which is probably a good idea. So I'm kind of excited. You know, last year I was supposed to go to an in-person concert for the first time in like forever. And it was Avi Kaplan, who used to be with Pentatonics, but he's off on his own now. And I don't know why I threw them over there because I need them back here to do this. Anyway, he's doing a live with his band for the first time since the tour was canceled last year. And it wasn't very expensive, so I signed up for that for next Sunday evening, late afternoon, actually. So I'm excited about that. He's more folk. He sounds, he's more along the lines of like what I like James Taylor and like indie folk. I don't know, Americana. He has his own sound. Thank you, Philomena. You have a doxy? Aw, I didn't know that. Did I know that? I might have known that. I don't remember. Probably not. Well, there is a set for you then in the current mini catalog. Okay, so this is just going to go here in the center. And now we have to do a little stamping. What did I do on the inside? On the inside of this one, I had an extra strip of paper, but I don't have another one of those. So we're just going to put, I have an extra piece of paper. I guess I got that out for something else. We're going to stamp, though, in Soft Succulent, again, sorry for my arm, the Happy Mother's Day on here. Actually, let me cut that down. Actually, it would be better if I just cut this strip down to, can I get 3/4? I can, I think. Let's do that. Don't like that. Let's cut 3/4 off of here because that was, it has a little ridge on it from this die cut. So I didn't like that. We'll set that aside. And is that going to be, yep, okay. In fact, I want that to be about 3.5 inches before I run it through. That's just about right. Okay. Perfect. Now, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Philomena. I appreciate that. And again, the Happy Mother's Day sentiment that I'm using this time is out of the Timeless Tulips set, which I didn't use tonight. I pulled out paper from Flowers for Every Season, which has tulips on it, but I never got around to making that card. So I might still have to do another set of cards. All right, now we're going to use a punch that is current and carrying over called the Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. It's 152883, and I'm using this side over here. I forget I have this punch because I tend to use the banner one a lot. I have a cat hair or something down in there, sorry. She was up here helping me earlier, Callie, but she decided to go down and bug Christopher for a while. All right, let's see. Oh, I did it wrong. Oops. I'll put it over on this side this time. In which case, I want to cut a little bit more off. I meant to do the other side. Uh-oh. Let me just bring the little trimmer in. I'll just cut a little bit off, and we'll put it over on this side this time and pop it up on dimensionals too. And then we're almost done this card. I do like that the dimensional, if I would have put it on there straight, almost perfectly fits in that spot. Oh my goodness. So this is kind of Mother's Day variety night, but I think the last card will be a fun one for you. All right, card number 1, just have to glue the inside piece down. And if I find an extra scrap of that paper later, I'll put that in too. But for now, just gluing down white. You could stamp off the same flower or one of the other flowers from the, in fact, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's use this one. I'm just going to use Petal Pink and stamp off and put that right in the middle. I like doing that. I hope you know what I mean. Petal Pink, where are you? No, I don't anymore because I kept using that one for a while till my blades were done. And then they had them in, I don't even think I'm going to stamp off on this because it's a really pale color. We're just going to go down. Boom. And I'm going to use something Paige gave me. Thank you, Paige. We're going to use that again in a little while too. There. Pretty. So it's pretty inside and out. Card number 1 done. Oh yeah, we're going to use it big time in a little bit. Let me put this big stamp away. It definitely helps. Thank you for that. Okay, actually, let me put all these in here, and then I can get some of these blocks off my desk. I won't be such a blockhead anymore. Ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. Not quite done. We have to put bling on, and these are, I think these are continuing, but don't hold me to that. Pretty sure they are. We're just going to put a few of these petal pink elegant faceted gems on, and I'm going to put another one down here. There we go. There we have it. I think these were part of the Peony thing too, but because they have petal pink in them. So that's card number 1. Pretty. I like it. I like it like that. And this is continuing. I wrote it on here already. This striped organdy ribbon will be in the new annual as well. All right, let me put my blends away, and then we'll get card number 2 out. So the next one, we're going to go artsy a little bit, not too much. We're going to use, Art Gallery, but we're mostly using the dies and the paper because I need to use paper. So this is in the mini catalog, January to June, and it is the stamp and dies are carrying over. I don't think they're bundled though. All right, so what I did on this one is Pool Party with Merry Merlot, because that's one of the colors in here. And this has the, I'm going to show you this. This is the paper that has the foil piece that overlays perfectly on the flowers, right? So these are called something. Golden Garden Designer Specialty Acetate, and there were 3 sheets. This one I think also overlays, but on a different paper, and then this one doesn't overlay on anything. Sorry for the glare. And I only cut into this one that overlays perfectly on this paper, and it's, I think it was this paper. Pretty sure. Yeah, because you get 2 each of these papers. So what you do is you can get 6 cards out of this plus some strips if you cut it to 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, and do the same with the acetate. And then if you do the 5 1/4 and 5 1/4, you just end up with a little bit up here, which I thought we could use some other time on another card, just in, you know, like have little strips. I kept that, but I don't know where I put it right now. So it's really pretty. Oh, cool. Aww. Oh, that's fun. They do have the prettiest gems. They sure do. Okay, so and inside I stamped "Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day," and that is out of a set I didn't get to use yet either. It is going to carry over. It's in the mini catalog. That is the Welcoming Window. It is a bundle right now. I can't remember if the bundle, yes, there will be a bundle in the new catalog too, I think. Don't hold me to that. They might have just changed the bundle number because they changed the way. This is one of those where they've already updated the, you know, there's no picture on the acetate. It's on the back of the paper. So this came out of there, and here it is here. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Now these images are at 90%, so the stamps are a little larger than what's shown on here. And I'll be using that sometime soon too. But the just want to say is the dies that go with Art Gallery. I love those, actually. And on this one, they're in Merry Merlot. And that's in Mary Merlot. Kind of an unusual color. Oh, and this is the Hippo dies, and it's out of one of the papers from the art gallery floral. So this is the lighter one, and we're going to use the darker one next. So I just wanted to show you that. So this time we're going to switch the color and get this stuff out of the way momentarily. And we're going to use Poppy Parade. But here's another one cut off the same paper as this. I think it was, I don't know which way it was. Maybe it was off the other one. Here's this piece, which is a little darker on this one. And we're going to use, instead of, I forgot to put any ribbon on, and I used this new gold trim that's from the Elegant something in the brand new catalog. Okay, so let me get, I already die cut. Oh, and I did use the adhesive sheets, and I just want to show you what you do. Put the adhesive sheets strips on the back of your cardstock, and then just die cut out from the cardstock, and they work beautifully. Now you can use glue, but it gets a little messy. Let me put these gems out of the way, and this is for the inside. So we don't. We're just going to do this. Now I used another color on the other one to back this, but I don't think I'm going to on this one. I think we're just going to do that and this and put the words on. Let me just make sure I like how this looks, because that is a lot darker. Just want, I'm missing a word. Uh-oh. Just want to do something, but I lost say. Yep, here it is. Phew. I just want to say, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I guess that's all right. Except I have sticky stuff poking through. But we're going to put this down first. And I'll glue this down, and then I'll show you what we'll do to get the acetate on. And I'll look up in a minute. Thank you guys for being here and the thumbs ups. I have to say though, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing Wednesdays, because I'm just not getting, oops, I already messed up. All right, well, I know what we'll do. I'm just not getting the audience anymore. I used to get more people than 6. All right, I'm putting the seal down in the middle of the card. That's for the acetate. And that's because this other piece will cover it. So it's going to be loose. But do you see how the gold on that outlines those flowers? It's so pretty. So pretty. Love it. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut this. Do I get the glue off my fingers? Like this. This is the gold. It is carrying over. It is called Fine Art Ribbon. And they just call it gold. I don't know. Gold, gold, gold. And I'm going to go like this on the other side. And then I'll tack that down with, excuse me, a couple glue dots. Which are sticking to my thumbs. Come on. There we go. Okay. That should be all right. It's always a way to fix things, right? It's kind of crooked. There we go. So now I actually had glued this down on the other one, or tacked it down, but I'm actually going to bump it up this time because of the ribbon. It is really, really pretty. What was the question? Do you remove the clear? I did not, unless I did it before. I might have done it before. Paige, I know they say to do that, but I don't know that it really makes that much of a difference. To me, it doesn't. I'm putting quite a few on here on this piece. Okay. You probably should remove it. And I might have, because that piece was already cut. Actually, that first piece, so I probably did. But I didn't do it right today. I don't. Yeah, you should. I just don't know if it makes a whole lot of difference, honestly. I'm going to turn this so the lightest part is up at the top. I don't know why. I just like that. Brush strokes. I know that covers up some of the prettiness, but all right. So we have just, and see now all I have to do is pokey this. Oops, wrong one. Wrong tool. Pokey this. And off it comes. And I intentionally put it with the part that is split because it helps you get a hold of it better to get it off usually. All right, I'm going to put that up here. Oops. I'm going to hold off putting the little thing on the J just yet. Oops. Okay, just, and then we want up here and 2 here and say here. They fit pretty good. So that's kind of what we're going for. The colors I wasn't sure about, but we're going to make them work. We're making them work. I like the Murray Merlot on the other one a lot. And I've been using that color more lately. I haven't used it as much in the past. Have you guys used Murray Merlot much? It's a nice, deep, rich red, and it's darker than Cherry Cobbler. It has a little bit more purple in it than Cherry Cobbler does. Why is this one? That one might have to have a little extra dab of glue. There we go. These are the more frou-frou-y cards. All right, now I thought I have the little thing that goes on the J, but I thought maybe we'd either use these. I actually think we'll use these, which are retiring. The clear with the gold, since they'll go with that. Oh, sorry for the crinkling. With that ribbon. Actually, I'll just leave that out and use that. So I'm going to use one of these smaller ones with a lot of gold in it. Right above the J. Right above the J, Deb, not the U. I don't know. It doesn't really show, but we'll put a few more on different places. And one somewhere else. Maybe another little one. Boop. Here. Boop. Right there. Okay. So that's the outside. And then on the inside, I guess we will use Poppy Parade. And we're going to use the sentiment from the window set I showed you. You like the Mary Merlot next? Yeah. And Philomena too. Yeah. Yeah, I will admit Poppy Parade is not my favorite orangey red. It's not my favorite red because it's more of an orangey red. But it is pretty on flowers and things. So, yeah, that one there needs a little bit of glue under the T. Just want to say, and it's crooked the way I am. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. And I hope I got that fairly straight. Boy. Nope. And it needs to be re-inked, apparently. I need to spend a day doing stuff like that. Standing up this time, hoping. I tend to have my things lean up, and I still did. Oopsie. Sorry. Don't worry, I will use them. I was trying to compensate, and I compensated the wrong direction. Ugh, how do you guys do it and get it straight all the time? I'm going to go down a little bit. I think I'm still leaning it up a little bit, but that one's better. It's still not straight, but we're going with it. And I'll just cut this off and use the bottom for scrap. So most of it won't be wasted. Yeah, the pattern paper I thought looked good with it. But I think, of course, this one is my favorite because I like the pool party background. And I like the Mary Merlot. Very rich. And that's one of the colors in the paper too. So I thought, quite honestly, I thought about stopping doing lives and just doing videos, but I don't know. I don't want to let you guys down again doing that. This has some glue on it. So that's the second card. Where are we on time? We're doing good. Hi, Vicky. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to pull the... Well, my Stamparatus has something on it right now. Thank you, Vicky. So, yeah, those were the second card, and this is the first card in case you missed it. And now we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to have some fun anyway. This is our next card. And this is the brand new spiral die. But I can't find the stamp set. Spiral die. Probably all the way on the bottom of my stuff. Here we go. We are going to use the Stamparatus. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. I'll keep doing lives. I do have some blocks with grid lines. Of course, they're not Stampin' Up. So we're going to use the spiral die. I'm going to show you a couple different options, and I'm going to let you guys pick the color, and then we'll decide if we're going to use Dress to Impress. I think probably we should. And also I used the retiring layering stitched shape dies, the largest circle. They're retiring. Dress to Impress is continuing, and the dies are continuing, but I don't think they're bundled in the new annual. So I don't know if they are now even. So let me show you a couple other ones. I was playing around, and this, by the way, is the new Polished Pink and Fresh Freesia. Isn't that pretty? Woo! This is Fresh Freesia and Misty Moonlight. I think my son would actually like that. This one sort of looks like camo. It's the two new greens, Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. And then this one, I tried a new little thing. This is Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, and Crushed Curry. I used 3 colors, and I'll show you how to do it. But, so my question to you is, if we use Dress to Impress, what 2 colors would you like me to use? We'll not use these. We're going to do one together. So I'm going to let you guys pick the colors. I know they are fun. And this almost could pass for animal print or something, right? This almost looks like camo. I could put maybe a little crumb cake in with that. I might try that. And then you have camo or a gray. A gray would look good with that, actually, like a gray granite. Exactly, Valerie. Stitch shape dies are a must-have. I absolutely agree. You like this one with the misty moonlight? You do too? Do you want me to use? Oh, I want to show you how to do it though. So, do you want to use that? Cut those two colors? I can do those again. You love the blues and the crushed curry. All right. Well, I think the blues are better for the lipstick and perfume, so we'll use those. All right. So let me pull Fresh Freesia and Misty Moonlight. And I'll tell you what I did to get the one with the crushed curry, because that added a third color. Okay. This is fun, and it's one big die, and you are going to need a Stamparatus or some kind of stamp tool to do this. Okay. Let me put this aside because we'll just do one together. Let me get a piece or two of white. Now, the thing is, you can see you won't be able to hold your paper down with magnets. So I suggest just picking a line. Like I picked this corner, you can kind of see where the other ones went. And then I suggest also using your lighter color first. You're going to dirty your, if you have it, your, what do you call it, chamois real quick. And your fingers are going to get inky. So if you don't like that, wear gloves, because they will get inky even if you try not to. Which is why I'm doing this card last. You love the evening evergreen. Wait, what did Philomena say? Oh, yeah, Misty Moonlight. Okay, so we're going to do that. This one is so fun. It's really, this is right up my alley. Looks like tie-dye, you know, looks like camo. And I think with a little gray in there or something, you definitely have like a camo look. But I think that's really pretty. My mom, I think that would tell her that was from me. And she always had to have her pink lipstick on. So, and perfume. Oh my gosh. My mom was like the queen of perfume, and I'm not a big perfume person because I spent many a day in the car being asphyxiated by perfume. Anyway, line your paper up where you want it. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and you can see it goes beyond that a little bit. So you do need a piece of grid paper or scrap paper or something under it. You don't need a foam mat. And you're just going to take your ink pad to the stamp and get your magic tool. You can use your palm or your thing, but this is an air hockey puck thing. And it works wonderfully, and it saves your wrists and hand strength and stuff. And do rub along the edges real good, because I have found that one of the edges, in my case, I'm either not stamping it right or whatever. Now, when I lift this up, chances are the paper is stuck to the pad. Yep. So we're going to, now you could also, another thing I did on some of them, I just took my bone folder and gently went over them to make sure I got all the edges too. And then take your fingernail or some picky tool and remember which way you had it. So that's what we get first, right? Now, turn it around like that. Just turn it right around. Close the other first ink pad up. Clean your stamp with your chamois or whatever you choose to clean your stamp with. But don't take it off or you'll lose your spot. And then we're going to bring in Misty Moonlight. This is so much fun. You could, yes, you could do that. I didn't bother, because either way you're wasting, you know, a little bit, and I can go ahead and just use this right away. And then what I did is I left it, I didn't trim this, and I backed it with 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 piece of paper. All right, so that's the Misty Moonlight going on now. And I hope I got it good. And you'll notice the pattern. I don't know if you can see it on here. It has like little speckles in it. So they're not solid. They're not solid dots. So you might think, oh, I missed it with the ink. But no, it's supposed to be like that. And then we're going to rub it again. So much fun. I'm sure I'm going to be finding other techniques to use with this too. Like you could probably, yeah, I'm going to have to try that. Do multiple layers. Like, I think that would be cool. Or watercolor sponge or brush your background first. I'm actually going to use my, this thing again, just in case. To color the background of your paper, or we should have tried that. We could use it on cardstock, other colored cardstock. There we are. Now, next tip, let it dry. The ink is very wet because it's an all over stamp. Let it dry. And then the last tip, to get the 3 colors, all I did was move it over half of one block on my grid paper. Isn't it so cool? I love it. It's, I guess, because I'm a child of the 60s and 70s, but I can see making many tie-dye kind of cards for people I know in my life that are, and family and stuff, and friends. Yeah, those of us who still love tie-dye shirts and stuff like that. So I think it's so cool. And then you have to figure out, what are we going to do with it? But I think because it has this fuchsia in here, we're going to use the fuchsia to make the perfume stuff again, because this is supposed to be Mother's Day, you know. Now you can use, you're going to have to rinse your sponge out. I have both of mine clean, so this will get your hands messy, see? And so you're going to have to be prepared to rinse that out a lot if you're going to be doing continuous, or get your stamp spray and clean it with that, which I did after I did all of them the last time. So if you want a third color, just slide it over like about, not even quite a 1/4 inch. It's like, I guess it is about a 1/4 inch. It's half of one of these blocks. And then that sort of brings in another color and edges it. And then you could probably do that again a little more, and even fill in a little more and get 4 colors. I just didn't go that far yet. So this is pretty well, it's still a little bit wet in a couple places, but we have to cut some cardstock. So we'll leave that there and move this out of the way. All right, so I have to go get fresh freesia. I think I have, thought I had Misty Moonlight here. Let me see. Nope, I must have put it away. Hang on, guys. I have to go get cardstock. Fresh freesia. Oh, wait. I might have some already pre-cut. One moment. One moment. I have Misty Moonlight. Oh, yeah. You know what, though? My fresh freesia is not big enough. Well, it is if... Well... We'll do that and cut this down. That way I don't have to get up and leave. All right. Let's just cut. So that's 5 1/4 by 4. So I can't use this. That's going to mess me up. I don't want it to be a big cut. So that's 5 1/4 by 4. I'm just going to cut 1/8 of an inch off on each side. Okay. I don't like doing that on my pretty design. Psychedelic, yeah, fun but messy. It's a little messy. It gets you. That's why I said wear gloves. It comes off with soap and water or Dawn dish soap. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put that, down. Get rid of this tape. because the ribbon, which is the fresh freesia, we can still use. The new ribbon, we're just going to zigzag underneath a circle. Okay. All right. So let's glue this down and then glue it down. Do let the ink dry or you'll have even more ink all over you. It's so fun. I will also say that Stampin' Up, I'm actually going to turn this upside down and press it, because that way if the ink is still wet, it'll get on my paper down there and not on me. Not too bad. All right, and then we'll glue this down. Stampin' Up in the new catalog, there's, for those of you getting them, be sure to check the back where the background stamps and the embossing folders and the dies are, the individual dies, because there are some you may miss, which I can't talk about too much, but like this, because this is a standalone background stamp and they have some other ones and they're really pretty. All right, now I need to put some seal down. And I'm going to put it sort of right in the middle. I'm just going to put a couple rows. Maybe just go like this. And you can see where that was up here. And I'm just going to go like that. And I'm leaving it on a spool because I don't want to waste, right? And like that. And I might even snip these. And like that. I might need a little more seal here. Here we go. Snip. I think that'll work. But now I do need to get cardstock because I need to do the circle. Okay, the layering circle. And yeah, I'll be right back. Not far. I'm not going far away. Far away. Fresh freesia. Where are you? There you are. Isn't this pretty? I like this color. I like that pink color too, the polished pink. That is so my mom's color for her lipstick and stuff. I hope you're seeing that, Mom. All right, I just need a scrap piece, but what I'll do is I'll cut this to 5 1/4. And then I'll have a piece big enough to make a card base with. Okay, now I need the layering shapes. The largest one. Oops. And I'll be back. Thank you, Heather. I know, it's really pretty ribbon. It's so shimmery and I love it all. I do. I will tell you guys, the cardstock in polished pink is already on back order. I don't know how that happens when it's only demonstrators pre-ordering so far. And also, I think 4 of the colors of the Stampin' blends in the new colors are on back order also, or something like that, as of this morning. Again, I don't know how that happens because we were only allowed to order 1 set of them, I believe. All right, this is going to go up on dimensionals, so let me go ahead and do that. And then we'll get the rest of the card done. So they should be in by mid-May, so it's not like you're going to have a long wait, supposedly, anyway. But I know, like, the strawberry punch is delayed again still. It was supposed to be April, and now it's like May 10th. So I don't know. Brandy, hi. Okay. Yeah, I just don't get that. I mean, who is able to order so many, or do they not know how many demonstrators? I mean, would they not think that we all would order this stuff? Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. All right, now we have to stamp and color. That's why I had that extra piece of white out. Where did I put that? Here it is. Okay. So we need, I have these all out somewhere. Here we go. The lipstick, the Happy Mother's Day, also out of the same set, Dress to Impress, the perfume bottle, and the perfume. All right, so I'm going to stamp with Memento Tuxedo Black. I tried doing this with a gray, and I just thought it didn't look crisp enough, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. Probably should have done this first before I got my fingers all messy, right? Right, the blends. I think the evergreen ones are not orderable, and 3 other colors are on back order. And I can't remember which is the only one that was still available as of this morning. I just don't understand. And the Bumblebee trinkets from the Pansy Suite are back ordered already too. Which, I mean, bees are a thing right now, so I don't know. I was a little bit frustrated. Let me put my ink pads away. Well, I'll put those 2 away. Okay, so on this one I used the polished pink. But I think we'll just use the fresh free. I don't know, maybe I should still use the polished pink. So we're going to use Smoky Slate, light and dark, for the bottle and stuff. We're going to use, I should have left that ink down here, Fresh Freesia dark only in the blend. And I'll need ink because we have this splotchy thing that colors in the perfume. And I think I am going to use the polished pink still for the lipstick. Okay, Paige, that's fine. Although they'll probably tell you. The new website kind of tells you. Okay, some of these are a little stiff to open at first. These little ridges, if you hold it like I just did, because I usually just try and, whoops, well, now it came off good, but sometimes they're stiff. So just push on those little ridges and it helps get that off better without really yanking. On the new ones, I think they get looser as time goes on. I decided to use the pink anyway for lipstick because I just felt like it needed to be pink. Although people wear purple lipstick too, so you know. We'll use the light also. This is the polished pink. So I'm sorry they're not available right now, but you know, you could use Magenta Madness is a pretty color of pink too. And that would make a perfectly fine lipstick as well. All right, and then we're going to do some gray coloring before we do the purple. So on the lipstick, I did this all in dark Smoky Slate. And this little bit here. And up at the top. And down the edge. Actually both edges. And down here. And then I took the light and colored it in. Now what you could do if you really wanted to be a perfectionist in coloring is you could do it like I just did and then take the color lifter, which is on low inventory as of this morning. and remove a little bit of color in some areas in the center here to make it look more rounded, if you know what I mean. I'm just going to put Wink of Stella on it and make it look shiny. But we'll do that once it's on the card if I don't forget. I think I'm going to go over that a little bit with the brush end. Make sure I don't have any streakies. Okay. Now on this one, we're going to use the the dark Fresh Freesia. Give me a little trouble there. And we're just going to do this part. Because I picture this as being like a clear bottle with probably that would be like a metal strip on it. And I'm going to do this too. But we're going to make it be a silver metal lid with Fresh Freesia. And I think I use light on this one mostly. Light smoky slate. I'll look up in a minute and check comments. Hard for me to do that when I'm coloring. And I did do a little bit about the top of the bottle there. And that is it. And then we take this blotchy looking thing, which sort of looks misty to me, and I just plop it right in there. I guess it's the perfume splatting in the bottle. I think I stamped off the first time. Oh well. We'll go with dark. You're right, coloring needs focus. That's right. 13 watching, 9 thumbs up. So I would stamp that off if I was to do it over again. I'm going to take the dark again, and I just went in and did this label a little more. I made it a lighter perfume on the last one. We're just filling that label, which made the label pop a little more, but yeah, well. We'll go over that too with Wink of Stella, which we'll do. Actually, let's just do that now because I'll forget by the time we go to put it on the card. Oh, well, I wasn't doing this back years ago, so I wasn't here for the orchid color. That would be pretty. That would be pretty for the pansies. Yeah. It's actually very close to, the light one is very close to Purple Posy, but a little bit darker than that. And I'm going to go ahead and Wink of Stella everything except the center, because that's supposed to be where the paper label is. And we're just going to make the rest of it all sparkly here. I do recommend you stamping off, but it's all right. Maybe I should have made this blue, but anyway. Let me get the dies, because there are dies for these, thank goodness. Because Deb sure doesn't want to fussy cut, even though these wouldn't be too hard to fussy cut. So here's the die for the bottle. Here's the die for the lipstick. And we're going to stamp Happy Mother's Day and die cut it with, there's a label die in here. This is in the Dress to Impress set. Let me do these two first. Actually, let me get my purple tape and tape them up while I'm here. Orchid Opulence, something like that. Opulence, huh? Wow. That does sound like it would go good with this. Oh my goodness. I really, it was only about maybe a year and a half before I joined that I actually even knew anything about Stampin' Up. I think many, many years ago, like maybe back in the 90s, either my daughter or I had a party because I found stamps in my basement in a little craft case. You know, the old wooden ones. And I'm like, oh, where did they come from? So it might have just been my daughter went to a party or something. Or if I did, could have been me. I was big on going to parties back then in the 80s and 90s. And so it could have been me, and I just didn't remember getting them. But isn't that pretty? I maybe should have made that blue. I said that already. We gave the lipstick, we'll give it a little pop of some other color. And we'll stamp the sentiment in Misty Moonlight, I think. I have that so that it's going up off the page. Off that. And let's stamp Happy Mother's Day, and let's use Misty Moonlight. We need a little less purple here. You could put another dye in the blue. I could. I don't want to. I'm being kind of lazy. Okay, Happy Mother's Day. We'll stamp this in blue, and that'll tie it in together. And we're going to do that down here. And that's out of the same set. And we're going to do that again because I don't like that. Much better. I don't have a mat under it, and it's photopolymer, so that's why I was holding it for a bit. I was holding it. And now we'll just die cut that too. Now this one is a little bit close. So if you line the bottom of your Y's and P's up and the top of your H, it should be about right. I hope. Looks right to me. Going for it. Going for it. Told you this one would be a fun one. I think it's fun anyway. All right, I'm just going to move these dies. Oops, not my label, please. Oops. And we can bring in more blue because I have some Misty Moonlight dots left, I think. All right, I'm just going to glue the bottle down. Now, usually perfume is more like a So Saffron-y color, right? So you could do that too. You could put like a So Saffron light or something in there. A little bit of sticky there. Now this one is going to stick off the top a little bit, and because that's bumped up, I'm actually going to put a mini up on the very top and glue the rest down. So let me get that and overlap the bottle a little bit. I think I got that okay. I think I did. Okay. And this we're going to glue down a bit. It needs a big one over here sticking off the edge. A big dimensional, a big one. And we'll glue the rest down. Boy, my throat is really dry for some reason. The pollen here has been craziness. I was sitting looking out at my bird feeder, and I could just see like clouds of pollen blowing off the trees across my lawn. Thank you, Philomena. Yeah, this stamp is really... Which one? These or the background? Or both? I like it because it's something different besides flowers. Although, what I did on the inside... Oh, and these are the Fresh Freesia dots. Do I have them out? I thought I did. I don't know. I don't know what I did with them. Hang on. I might have put them away. I think I put them away because I wasn't sure what colors we were going to use. We could either do that or I think what I'd rather do is use, although I like the sparkle in those, I'd rather use some, I have a couple Misty Moonlight in these. So let's do that instead. I have to reserve my sparkly blingy ones. Oops. A little while longer because we were only allowed to get one. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, honeybees, and Philomena, and Heather. Oh, thank you, my scrapbook loft. Vicky. Yeah, I keep all my retired ones too. Now that said, I haven't been doing this that long, you know. I started with Stampin' Up! July 2nd, I believe it was, 2018. Now remember, if you'd like to join, now's May 4th to May 31st is a good time because you get $30 extra product in your starter kit for the same price of $99 here in the US. So great time to join since we have a new catalog going. I don't know where I want to put this one. Maybe up there, I guess. Okay. I have a little bit of sticky here coming out where that ribbon is. I might have to put like powder stuff on it or something. Now on the inside of this one, I did put a little flower down in there with the background color. So I need to cut another piece of the fresh freesia. I don't think I'll put the flower in, but we'll put the same border color and a piece of white. We could do the flower. It's pretty easy. I have to tell you though, I like the sparkly blings better, but that's okay. We have some sparkle from the Wink of Stella. I definitely would stamp off the next time. Silly me. Let me cut a background. So this is 5 1/4 perfect by 4 by 4. All right, I have the little flower out. We might as well just go ahead and do it. I need my ink. Here it is. Thank you, thank you. And thank you all for the thumbs ups too. I really appreciate it. And for the share, Nix, thank you. Now this is, I guess, meant to color this in, so fresh freesia. And I'm not the best at this artsy little stuff here, but we're going to try it. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to look watercolory. So it definitely does. All right, and then I am going to bring in Soft Succulent. And we'll just use the light this time to do the leaves. And I'm going to be a little watercolory looking on those too to make it sort of match. As in, I'm not going to color all the way into the lines. Okay, let's color this. I mean, let's glue this. Let's glue it down. So while I'm gluing that down, don't forget paper pumpkin. Mine should be here late tomorrow, so late tomorrow I'll do the unboxing. Tomorrow is Thursday, yeah. I won't do the alternatives tomorrow. I just won't have time because my mail doesn't get here till somewhere between 3 and 7 at night. 3 in the afternoon and 7 at night. The last few days it's gotten here a little earlier than it had been coming. It had been coming around 5:30 or 6 or 7. But There we have it. Did I get that straight? Not quite there. Okay. All right. Card number 3. And options for other ones here. So you learned how to do 2 colors. So that should be on your wish list for May 4th, spiral die. Or for demonstrators, that was available in the pre-order up through May 3rd. This is card 1 using the prize Peony with the stamp from Timeless Tulips. And these are from the floral art gallery, something like that, with the gold acetate. And the Mother's Day was from the window set that is carrying over. I forget the name of it, but it's in the January to June mini. So those are the cards for tonight. If you are interested in joining, send me an email. My email is, I give you my Gmail for here. It's a different email than on my official Stampin' Up. Or if you have any questions, feel free to email me there. Don't forget to join my Facebook group. Like my Facebook business page, Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator. And the group is just Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage Group. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, honeybees. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you next for Paper Pumpkin. And I don't know after that. I'm kind of at a loss. You're welcome, Philomena. Thank you for joining us, as always. I appreciate that. I think these are my favorites. I like these too. These I'm okay with. Thank you, Heather. You too. All right. Bye, everyone. For now, hugs, love, and peace. Stay safe. Take care. Oh, you can watch the replay, Michelle. Yeah, this was the 3rd card, so it's just been in like the last half hour, 40 minutes or so. If you want to watch when the replay goes up, you can watch, skip towards the end. Because I showed how to do, let me show what I do with the other ones. I showed how to do the 2 colors and also a 3-color one. And you could probably even make it be 4 colors if you do the same thing I did, but another time. But here's some other options. So we did this one together. This one I did beforehand. This is the new Polished Pink and Fresh Freesia. This is Fresh Freesia and Misty Moonlight. The 2 new greens, Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. And this is Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, and Crushed Curry. Yeah, aren't they cool? And then you can do so much other stuff with them. I have some other ideas for them too, but I don't want to talk about that just right now. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. I hope. Bye.